Hi there, this is Diecast channel, and in this video I'm going to show you this 1968 Ford Mustang GT 390 that's made in a 1/18 scale by Auto Art Millennium. If you like those funny cars, those Mustangs, stay with me to the end of this video because this car is really worth seeing. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, to click bell for news, and also to give me a thumbs up. So let's unbox this beauty and take a better look at it. Unbox this car, you can take a look at the box and see that got a very good quality. It's an Auto Art Millennium, so it's got the same quality of that yellow 1971 Mustang Mach 1 I've shown before in a previous video. So we're gonna unbox this car and see the real thing. So here we have the Mustang. I had to use a little piece of wire to hold the hood open because it just wouldn't stay open, but still has a very high quality, just like that Mach 1 I've shown before that's also made by Auto Art Millennium. This car has got a top quality, and you can notice that these brands are superior when you compare these cars to those made by Greenlight or Maisto, and which you see that the quality of materials is completely different. As we look at the front of this car, we can see the top quality Auto Art actually makes. This grille, that is actually a grille. When I put my stick here, you can see through it, and those auxiliary lights and the headlights and the blinkers, which are very realistic. The chrome bumpers, which have a very top quality. You have no flashings at all, and the chrome is a very good quality chrome. This trim around the grill itself, the hood, very realistic and very similar to the real hood. It just doesn't have the spring systems just like those hinges you find in real cars, but this one is very well made, and this 390 engine, which is very realistic. As we get a little bit closer, we can see that no detail was missed in this engine actually. The air filter, the hoses, radiator hose, the radiator and wires, cables, battery, 2 braces we have on this engine bay for the Ford Mustang, this water reservoir, the radiator itself, and the engine bay. The grille, the Mustang logo, and the headlights. That's what makes it a top quality model car. The hood shuts correctly. It's very well aligned. As we can see, it's perfect. There are no misalignments, no gaps, no issues at all. The windshield wipers are very delicate pieces of plastic, chrome plastic with a very good chrome quality, and the trim around the windshield even simulates a rubber seal. Transparency is excellent. Door opens like the ones in a real car. A GT logo, it's actually a real logo, and the trim is real trim both here and here. Seatbelt buckle and the other part of the seat belts right here in the interior, and the seat does not tilt, but it's perfect. The interior has carpet, and this fake air intake has a correct trim. These louvers are perfect. They look like the ones in real car. And this trim is a separate piece. The interior is very well made. We can see the gauges here on the dashboard, which are very realistic. They are made in separate pieces with stickers. But those stickers are very high quality stickers. They're not just sticked on and not coming out just like it happens in some cheaper brands. The steering wheel is made with perfection. We can see the pedals and also the parking brake lever right here. The door panels with a crank and the armrest are perfect. The mirror is perfect. And we cannot see the hinges. They're just inside here, just like we find in a real car. This trim is very well made with the Ford logo and a seat buckle right here. Door shuts correctly and is correctly aligned with no gaps, no misalignments, no issues at all. Driver's side, we can see the gear lever. It's a mechanical transmission, central console, the dashboard with the Mustang GT logo right here inside, the carpet on the floor, the buckle, and a door with the vent window, which is fixed and it doesn't open just like it happens in the Highway 61 cars, but still very well made. The door handle and the lock, which are separate pieces. The antenna, which is a very delicate piece, and the air intake on the hood, which is actually an intake just like I've shown before with the hood open, and a GT logo on the fender. Door shuts correctly and perfectly. There are no misalignments, no gaps, no issues, no problems at all. As we look at the rear of the car, we can see the trunk open. The trunk lid is pretty much correct with those hinges, which are very delicate instead of being those thick hinges sometimes you find in some different brands. There are no missing parts concerning to the painting, so the paint is exactly where it's supposed to be. There are not parts that shouldn't be painted and are painted, and parts that should be painted and are not painted. This doesn't happen really in this model car. The trunk lid is perfect with those letters Mustang. We cannot see here very well. We're soon going to take a look at those. And the trim is a chrome decal right here and on both sides. The taillights are very realistic. They are made of acrylic with the chrome trims around them, and the gas cap and the trunk lock, as well as the reverse lights and the dual exhaust lids, are very well made, and the license plate as well. The floor mat on the trunk and a spare tire. It's a tiny trunk, just like it happens to all Mustangs in general. Rear window transparency is perfect. Trunk lid shuts correctly, just like it's supposed to be. And the letters Mustang are decals. They're chrome decals actually. There's a GT logo right here in the gas cap. The base of the car is also perfect. This car is a unibody, so we have the front structure and the body as a whole, the rear suspension with the shocks, front suspension with all components, oil filter, the engine, the oil pan, the alternator, exhaust manifolds, and dual exhaust that goes all the way here to the lids, to their ends with the correct lids, and the gas tank, which is black. The whole base of a car is black, but it's very well made, really. We can almost see no screws at all. Those are very delicate and very well made. They're not just like those big screws you see in some other cars. The tires are also very realistic. The front wheel steer. The drive shaft here does not spin as we turn the rear wheels. It's fixed, but it simulates well what happens underneath the car. So this is really a masterpiece. Those wheels and tires are perfect. Those blinkers here are very well made. And all parts and components are separate pieces. The chromes around the wheel wells are also very well made. The rear blinker is also a piece of acrylic, so we can see that this car is made with a lot of accuracy, with a lot of quality. From 0 to 10, no doubts, I would give this car a 10, and a solid one. This is made with very high quality materials, with a very high quality details, and it's well made from the beginning to the very end. We don't find any issues in this car, and the replica is really perfect, so it can really be mistaken for a real car depending on the picture you take, depending on the scenario you have. If you put in a diorama, it's gonna really look like you're taking a picture of a real Mustang. So I'd like to thank you for all likes and views, for all subscriptions. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel to give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this car and about this video in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.